definitions. How was that? How was it? It was great? Great. Got some ideas from your peers? You wrote it down? Now the idea is, what I've also seen people do in the past is you get these cards, right? You can also write the physical descriptors on the back. So if you're doing, if you're using them, or if they're in the what is bag or whatever, you can have that readily available. So some teachers like to transfer what's in their manual onto these cards.
I think you could also easily write like some of your Strive for 5 prompts.
Oh my gosh, that's a great idea.
So that then you have it right there. Like when Amy said, I was trying to think of what to say next. So you might just have some prompts like, how would that look? Or tell me more about this.
When might you feel that way?
Right.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Did you all hear that? Write prompts, Strive for 5 prompts on the back. It's a great idea. Let's keep them coming. Okay, so the idea is now you have this little nugget, this gem to bring back to your classroom. You can start implementing that in your Literacy Math Rich schedule. Now we're going to talk about, even though we have common names for feelings and describing feelings, the way that people actually exhibit those feelings can vary quite a bit. So the behaviors that we see in children are often signs of what? Stress, absolutely, or trauma. Remember that a child is not able to go into his or her thinking brain very easily when they are overloaded with stress hormones in their bodies. We, as adults, must help children to first de-stress, then come back and problem solve, which we can do more effectively when we understand a child's emotional actions. And so a researcher did a study and found that children tend to act out or express their emotions. Act out is not, that's a stigmatized term, but they tend to express their emotions in really 3 kinds of ways. They will either, or sometimes it's a combination of both, depends on the child. They might strike out, and strike out looks like shouting, hitting, demanding, controlling. I'm on page 50 in your manual if you want to read along on your own. They might have a red face, right? Kicking blankets off, throwing toys. And what I love about this reference, what this table provides, is it gives you some physical descriptors, like we talked about with emotions, about the ways kids might be expressing their feelings. And it also gives you ways that you might want to help the child distress. So if a child is striking out, they might need some physical release, repetition, getting their jiggles out, dancing, large muscle play, sensory play, jumping, kicking, tearing paper is a big one, punching a pillow is another one. I used to have a child who used to move his mad. Has anybody heard of that? Have you heard of that before? Move your mad? I forgot. I learned it from a teacher. Hey, do you remember that? Move your mad? But they would, there was a designated spot where he would get upset and I'd go, okay, do you want to move your mat? And he'd go to the wall and he'd try to move the wall. And he'd grunt, and he would do that, but he was tensing his muscle for like 10 or 15 seconds at a time and would release. And it was helpful for him. It required no materials at all. Doesn't work for every kid, but it worked for a couple of my children. So they might like to strike out when they're feeling an emotion. They might shut down. And that might look like going off alone, being crabby, fussy, crying, getting a comfort item, or playing alone. What are the ways that we can help a child de-stress if they're shutting down? What does your manual say?
Little stimuli.
Yeah. Yep. Stop talking. Pause. Yeah. Why is it important to be near but with little stimuli?
Because the child has their own space and he needs it in that moment. He needs to be away.
Yeah.
Right, but you're still there for them.
But you're still there.
So when they need you or when they wanna come and talk,
They're
you're
gonna
ready.
come.
Yeah, so they can feel the safety of the trusting adult in this space, right? But like, I remember I was a shutdown kid, and it always, like, so I would be in that big emotion, I would shut down, and I would have people go like, are you okay? What's the matter? What can I get you? And I'm like, oh my gosh, you know? And so, like, that's kind of what I needed as a kid. I wanted you to be there and when I was ready, but I didn't want you to ask me questions. It was too much stimuli. You might have a child gather in, and so what that might look like, signs of that include that they cling, they say they can't do it, they say hold me, don't leave me alone, they're cuddling more, patting sometimes, stroking or whining. Have you ever, I had a child once who would like sit in my lap and would go like this. Isn't that funny? Yeah, I was gathering in. So when you have a child gathering in and you see those signs, what can we do?
Give them attention.
Give them attention. Let's add on. What else do you see there? Touch, hold, yeah. Lotion, we saw with the teacher. Go, yes, Betty.
This one is hardest in particular for my husband to understand how our young is.
Uh-huh.
My 3-year-old, he always says, "Nuggle me, mama," and then he holds my pinky and just like squeezes and I just, you just can't do it. But his dad's like, this is hard for him. He's like, just give him his pat and then give him space, and he'll calm down without the pat. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
he doesn't get that. It's really hard.
Is your husband, does your husband shut down?
Yes.
Ah.
So interesting. Well, he's jealous, sure, Joe. I think it's hard for him to see the difference between the two categories. I think that not everyone sort of responds.
Well, it's kind of that rub dirt on it and get going, you know, like just rub some dirt on it and you're fine, you know, kind of thing. Like instead of really getting kids to talk about how they feel or what they need.
I sort of feel like talking to him about this prepared me for talking to staff about it. Sometimes we say, I can't, there's 16 of the snuggle me's. How am I supposed to get down to everybody sort of a thing?
Yeah.
I think that's so important, and I was thinking the same about teachers, because sometimes teachers don't understand. But I think showing them all three of them and that children respond in different ways and kind of giving them that, it's just that this is how this child responds to stress. And not that it's, oh, you just want to cling on, hold on to me, and there's 16 of you, but being able to understand where they are and what they need. And I think it'll give them that why, okay, I understand why you're doing it. That's not, you just want to cling on to me, but maybe there's a stressor there. And that I'm going to help you get through this stress.
Yeah, and on child.
But sometimes it's like kind of cultural.
Yes.
Like you're a man, be a man.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
you're a girl, come cuddle.
Yeah. Yeah. Like sometimes we assume that kids have a different way of expressing because of their gender or because of their culture, right? It's important to be aware of that. Yeah. I love this. Thank you all.
But it's interesting, like in a family, how siblings, you can have one be a shutdown and one be a gather in, you know? Or, you know, and if you're the adult, like I'm a gathering, a total gathering person, but, like one of my children is a shutdown, so my instinct was always to, you know, I always wanted to hold him, and he just needed just a little alone time, and so I had to learn that.
One thing that our administrator did is she really went over this with us as staff, and we had to get into our teams in our classroom, and we had to say what we were and what we needed.
What was the impact of that?
It was good, you
Yeah.
know, because then the teacher's like, okay, so if I see you walk out of the room, I know that you're stressed and you just need a minute. And she's like, but if I do this, then this is what I needed, so we could identify it, and then it was easier for us to identify what our kids were going through.
That's what we can do as trainers when we're training on teams to have people to self-identify.
And if you're with your teams, what a great thing to know about a team.
Yeah.
They just need to take a break from you. They don't need a hug right now.
Right.
I'm not a hugger, don't come running at me.
That's huge for a relationship, because if I'm a gather in and you're a shut down and I'm trying to console you as a teacher and you're like pushing away, I might take offense. I might take it personally because I don't know that about you.
And the same as a coach. You know, recently I was just coaching in 2 classrooms with 2 totally different teaching styles, and they were coworkers, they did things, but one needed to gather in, one needed to shut down, process, and come back and debrief, you know, so it just needed to kind of know that style, but it took 2 years
Yes.
to know their style.
Totally. Let's take a moment. This is Phil. I'm hearing lots of voices in the room. We want to talk about this. Let's talk at your tables. Identify one, where do you tend to fall? And it might be different in different situations. And 2, why is that important for your role? Okay? Where do you tend to fall? Why is that important for your role? Go ahead, discuss.